What's going on, everyone? So, Spencer Dinwiddie had a disappointing run with the Los Angeles Lakers, right? When the Lakers signed him, it was a lot of excitement because it was like, man, you got a guy, athleticism, good size, kind of be a point of attack, but also excellent playmaker, bucket getter, right? Kind of having his struggles with Brooklyn this year, but he's a guy that has shown his capability of being a real asset and just a scoring threat on the basketball court. And he just never really became that for the Lakers. Now, some of it was his own doing, right? Without a doubt. There were so many times that he was just very passive and, just missing gimme shots and whatnot. But I do believe a large majority of Spencer Dinwiddie's ailments with the Lakers were because of Darvin Ham. I just felt that, like, Spencer Dinwiddie made a world of sense for the Lakers when they got him, right? You didn't have Gabe Vincent at the time. And it's like all season we really needed some athleticism out at the guard position, but also another playmaker and a guy that can create for others as well as himself when a LeBron and D'Angelo Russell go to the bench. And Spencer Dinwiddie never really got that opportunity. And I don't think it's a coincidence that the one time that he had an entire game of opportunity, he had his best game with the Lakers and just dominated, scoring the basketball as well as playmaking, and was just excellent that game. And then, he had a couple games where he actually got to play that role in opportunity, and those were his best games, right? I don't think it's a coincidence that every time he was put in the proper position as a primary playmaker and a guy that could go look for his own shot and kind of have the green light, he thrived and had success, right? But it's like every time he just is relegated to standing out on the corner or standing out on the perimeter, what do you expect from him, right? Like, he's not that guy, right? Like, the Lakers went and got him, which was a big need and necessity for the Lakers, but acted as if he was like a Daniel House or something, or like a Joe Harris, and just had him standing in the corner all game. And it's like, this is a guy that can put the ball on the deck and create plays and be aggressive and get to the basket and hit shots. Like, why is he just relegated to be a spot up 3-and-D guy? Right? Like, I'm not saying he had to do that every play, but I just think if the right coach comes in, I do think Spencer Dinwiddie could be incredibly valuable. And depending on what the Lakers do this offseason, may end up being even more valuable. So reports came in, Spencer Dinwiddie said himself he would love to stick around with the Lakers. Now, he's always dreamt of playing with the Lakers. He always wanted to be a Laker. He's a free agent. Couple things. One, the Lakers are incredibly limited on just the financial side of things and what they can sign, right? They're pretty much relegated to taxpayer mid-level, more likely than not. They can technically get to their full mid-level, but a couple things have to happen for that. More likely than not, it's going to be the taxpayer mid-level. Might not even be that. And then vet minimum deals, right? And chances are, if the Lakers can, they're going to go get that other star, whether it's Trae Young or Donovan Mitchell or whomever, right? So they're going to need as many bargain, high-quality guys on cheap deals as possible. And Spencer Dinwiddie, obviously, I think he could go get a much higher contract than what the Lakers can offer. But his perception, and especially how it ended with the Brooklyn Nets and whatnot. But you saw a team like Dallas really want to. Like, I think he'll have a couple options. Just like, what is the financial state of that, and how badly does he want to be a Laker, right? Like, but if you can bring him on with the right coach and in the right role, I do think he can have a ton of success. I would love to have Spencer Dinwiddie stick around and stay with the Lakers. Now, obviously, it depends on, again, the financials and what he's willing to take and how things shape up with the Lakers, right? So, like, if the Lakers end up either losing D'Angelo Russell or letting him go, Spencer Dinwiddie makes a lot of sense because I do think Spencer Dinwiddie can play the D'Lo role. Now, obviously, he's not anywhere close to the shooter that D'Angelo Russell was. But defensively, athletically, and then also the playmaking side of things, he absolutely can. But even if they, say they do the trade for Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young or whomever, right? Like, they're going to, again, need guys off the bench that can make plays, that can be scorers, whatnot. Like, he's a guy that I think, like, let's say you end up trading D'Lo, you end up trading Austin Reeves, right? You're going to need, even if you do get Trae Young, right? Like, let's say you do get Trae. Right, yeah, you have LeBron and Trae, but you're going to need other ball handlers and playmakers besides those two. That's where I think Spencer Dinwiddie, if he sticks around, could come in and shine, right? And then, again, still provide some athleticism, be a point of attack guy, can, defend out on the perimeter, but also hit shots and score the basketball. But to me, it was just incredibly frustrating, right? And that was my bbig problem with Darvin Ham, period. I talked about it all season that, even when I was defensive of him at times, I still talked about how, I hate the way he utilizes Rui Hachimura. Talked about Christian Wood and Spencer Dinwiddie. Those are the three guys more than anybody that it drove me insane how poorly they were used. Again, I'm not saying you have to utilize these guys as if they're stars or anything like that, but I do think a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie could have given you so much more production. There is no reason he shouldn't have been at least a double-digit a game guy and dished out 5 to 6 assists. There were so many times where LeBron and D'Lo were on the bench or whatever, and you have Spencer Dinwiddie out on the court, and he never has the basketball in his hands. Never has the opportunity to make plays. The offense is just incredibly stagnant. Or, Darvin Ham would go to Austin Reeves, who showed time and time again all season that he struggles being a playmaker, being the primary playmaker, and struggles with ball pressure at times. Like, he's not there yet. Can he get there? Sure. But, you weren't in a position, and there were so many times where it's just like, you're just watching Austin Reeves struggle to get guys and run the offense, and he's turning the ball over, or he's just getting tunnel vision, and it's like, he's your shooting guard. Let him be the shooting guard. You have a guy in Spencer Dinwiddie who can run the pick and roll and can develop plays and is a playmaker and is known as that and has had seasons where he's averaged, 9 assists a game. Like, why do we bring him in to not let him play the role that he is best at? Especially when it's a role that we needed desperately. If it was something we didn't need, if we had LeBron, D'Lo, Chris Paul, Gabe Vincent, like all these other guys, it's like, okay, sure, I get why you might be going with Spencer Dinwiddie and utilizing him the way that you did. But you didn't. You had LeBron and D'Lo, and that was it. And even Gabe Vincent, right, even when he did come back, he's more of an initiator than he is an actual true playmaker. And you had a guy in Spencer Dinwiddie that could be a vacuum scorer. Like, I don't understand. If I was Darvin Ham, I would have been like, dude, when D'Lo isn't on the court, ball's in your hands. Go make some plays. Go be aggressive. Look for your shot. It's a guy that I think could have went to the basket, could have gotten you double digits a game. I'm not saying never play him as a spot-up guy. I'm not saying any of that. But there were so many times where it's just like, we're struggling to generate offense, and we're struggling to score the basketball, and Austin Reeves is struggling to make plays and bring up the ball and deal with the ball pressure. It's like, but you're looking, it's like Spencer Dinwiddie's right there. Why not put the ball in his hands and see what happens? So, again, I'm personally all for bringing in Spence. Like, if he wants to stick around and he wants to stay, let him stick around and stay. I think he's a guy that has real value. I think he's a guy that, with the proper coach and understanding, could really kind of draw out the most out of him. And I think he's a guy that we may potentially need his type of skill set and ability to make plays, score the basketball, just be another ball handler and kind of extension guy. Like, I do think that there's going to be a lot of value. I do with Spencer Dinwiddie. But anyway, as always, pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you like the idea of Spencer Dinwiddie sticking around, hanging out? Do you think no? Let him go elsewhere? Do you think with the right coach, he could potentially have some success? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.